Okay, I think I have the stream up. Let's see. Yes, stream is up. Let's go. I don't think they can really hear you, but because it's on the headset microphone mostly. Um, but yeah, this is one of the worst call setups we've ever had. This is what happens when you start one day. Yes, hello, hello, Puggy and you Frostbites. Can you guys hear the actual players talking, or is it just me that you can hear? I'm not sure. I know I'm talking to chat. Just me. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's what was gonna happen with the headset microphone, but All right, so we're currently setting up the qualifier right now. Or like the qualifier is running. We already have most of the qual scores. But basically everybody's qualified. We're just determining the seeding. This is going to be a six-player bracket. Um, and I don't have a way to show the seeds right now very well. But I can tell you that I am first seed, Opox is second, Blank is third, Sebastian or Skylord is fourth, Mingo is fifth, and Infamous is sixth. And we're going to have the bracket here in a minute. What is it? 422, 520. That doesn't change your seed. You need like an 800 to change your seed. I say you need like an 800 to change your seed. 119, so 10 minutes before we start the bracket. Rilling's pretty common in this scene now. Sherlock, Hemlock. I'm not sure if sounds like Blank wants to just play Das today, but I think Opox is rolling right now, and I will also be rolling. What do you mean Epic Gamer Boy 2015? That's gonna screw up the bracket I have because it's so long. Okay. What do you mean show it on the screen? I'm doing it on Notepad. I don't know. I like my Notepad file. Okay, wait, what were the scores? What did you get, Opox? 1013760. Oh, okay, so that swaps your seeds. You're not playing twice. You can't play twice. Then you're gonna end up playing yourself. It doesn't work. There's a good chance. Yeah. You can't just play twice. Okay, have to swap around the seeds then. That means that you gotta buy around 0. What did you do? Nice. I mean, I could switch it to the webcam mic, which might pick you guys up. What hearts? Oh, you can set how many. I mean, it's like for matches, I guess. Yeah. If you press select, it says ready on screen. see. You set your own score.
Up a little bit to make yourself look smaller, then sure. What? Oh. There you go. We switched to webcam microphone. Hopefully that's not awful audio. Oh, webcam microphone.
Honestly, I think it's not that bad for a webcam, but you'll probably pick up the modern phones over there.
Like Logitech webcam audio.
I don't know. If people want me to switch back to just commentator microphone, then we can. But I mean, for now, it's probably fine.
I'm gonna lie now.
Okay, so it's one.
No one knows I'm not learning.
It's 1:26, so we should be getting started soon.
Yep.
So the bracket, the first two matches are gonna be you versus Opa and you versus Mingo.
Okay. Are we gonna do one without being broadcast, or do we have time to do it?
It's a bracket of 6 now. So
It's a bracket of 6.
I think we can broadcast everything, right?
Probably.
Realistic match.
Yeah, I think we can broadcast all of them.
Okay, I think we still have to do best of 3 though, right?
Yeah, best of 3, but all broadcasted. So, when you guys are done playing Tetris,
I've never played Tetris before. I'm having so much fun hiking doing it.
I guess you can be. Wait, yours, Mingo. You want to play Goldbox first?
Whatever. I can calm. Are you gonna calm?
Do you want to commentate? I mean, I don't mind either
I
way.
think we should have.
I'd like to go get
commentate.
lunch. I'd like to go eat lunch.
I think
but
we would all
have
like to
so
get lunch.
If you want to handle the commentary.
Wait, who am I playing?
And then you
you're playing
can,
Instruments.
if you want, you can swap the microphone to this.
Instruments.
I think that'd be better.
Oh, okay. Picking up.
I can imagine. Look at that go. It's all the modern Tetris players. Who's in chat?
Yeah. We have a sub. Thank you, Lori3343.
Sheesh. Lori.
There you go. There's the commentator mic. Hello. Hello. All right. Can people hear me? Hopefully. All right. So my name is Sebastian, aka Skylord. Hydrant Dude is going to get lunch. We're going to be taking a quick break. And then in just a few minutes, we are going to be getting started with our bracket. It is a bracket of 6. You can see at the top the lovely text-based graphics displayed there, showing how we're going to be playing it. I believe are we going to be doing a best of 3 or a best of 5? We're going to be doing a best of 3. Yeah. Why are we doing 15? Which match is that? I'm not agreeing to 15. All right. All right. So, yeah, some of you may know that this event got put together on short notice, as in a day's notice, to demonstrate that. This is currently, we are in Edison, New Jersey, the New York part of New Jersey, not the Philadelphia part of New Jersey, as there are 2 of them. Then, all right. Yeah, I'm just kind of not talking because I don't have much to talk about. You can watch Blank and Opox up there continuing to eke out 29. Yeah, we got to do a game. I don't know if we were going to be waiting for Hydrant to come back or not. Yeah. All right. This one. All right. Well, we're getting things situated here.
The first match is going to be between Opox and Infamous. It is going to be a best of 3. Um, watching either way. How common is rolling in the scene now? It's pretty common at events like these, especially higher level events like the one that we saw in Wappinger Falls last month. I think all but 1 or 2 of the bracket qualifying players were rolling. So it's very popular just because it gives the players a lot more versatility. I wouldn't really know from experience because I don't do it. I am but a humble DAS player myself. But yeah, we'll be sure to see some rolling action from Opox for sure. Possibly Hydrant Dude, but we'll see. So Blank and Opox are getting started. Infamous is also practicing off screen. We'll have him move over soon enough. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, this event is happening on somewhat short notice. For demonstrate that, I live in Buffalo, New York, which is on the other side of the state as where we are now, and yeah, I was texted at around 3 p.m. yesterday while on my lunch break, asking me if I could magically appear in New Jersey today. And I'm a man of magic, and with the help of Trailways New York, I appeared here. Yeah. Audio is really low. All right, let me try to move it up. Let me see. Does that help? I can't tell if it's better or not. Let me try to make it. Hello? What if I just move it closer to my mouth? Does that help? All right, so like this. Is this better? I'm relying on you guys in the chat to tell me. Oh, good. Sound, hello? Hello. um, yeah, we're un poco scuffed here. But all right, so I think we're gonna want to get things started here pretty soon. So Hydrant doesn't have to play, so I don't think we need to wait for him. All right, so Infamous, if you want to come over here. All right, let me update this text box. Let's see here. Do-do-do. All right. Are we playing same seed? All right. Um, Same seed where the same speed, meaning that the players get the same pieces. All right. You'd want to ask. All right. We're figuring out the seed randomization here. You can see at the top left the places. So it is the 3rd seed, Opox, playing against the 6th seed, Infamous. We are going to be playing a best of 3 match today, starting at level 18. Best of 3 or best of 5? Best of 3? Yeah. What's that? All right. I believe the seeds are almost set. You need to change your seed to match his particularly. Yep, to 88F. All right. So I believe the players are just about ready. Let me just see. All right, we'll be getting started in just a second here. Anyone know the plan for All Stars? Possibly, but that someone isn't me. I got it. Yeah, I'll just change it to have, asterisks. Mm. All right. All right. So I believe we are getting things started. This is going to be the first bracket round of this best of three matchup between Infamous and Opox. Players ready? 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 All right. Then we are going to be starting in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, and it's going now. So we can see this round is starting. These players are at different levels of preparation, and but we'll see how it ekes out here. Anything is possible. You can see already that Opox is starting out strong with a Tetris with a 20,000 point lead. Opox has a very clean stack, although those lines are getting up a bit tall. Infamous gets had a center well there for a second, but gets it back into a more reasonable position. Opox continuing to stack, closes up as well, but opens it up back again. Infamous, meanwhile, continuing to burn in order to get Tetris ready, having a bit of trouble getting a consistent well. Now he has it open, he's going to have a chance to kind of build back from the bottom. Meanwhile, Opox has been capitalizing on this to get a lead here, a lead of 60,000 points now. As I said earlier, we are in beautiful Edison, New Jersey, about an hour or so west of New York City. Players from all over, mostly the New Jersey, New York area, but I'm sure there are also others from further away, such as myself from all the way Buffalo, New York, kind of in the Midwest. Um, we are currently at Tap Esports in Edison, New York. There's also a modern Tetris event happening here, and we're kind of brigading in a way at the venue here. So those involved in the modern Tetris community might be able to share details on that event happening later today. Meanwhile, happening in the game, we can see that Opox has continued to strengthen his lead, now up to 110,000 points, as Infamous is getting high, and unfortunately not going to be able to clear that, and Opox is good in the first round. Is he? He is not going to mullen it. All right, so I will give Opox a let's see here. Let's see here. I'm just trying to figure out how to OBS. Here we go. Yep. So we're going to give Opox a score. And this is best of 3 matches here. So if Opox wins this again, he will win this matchup. The players have chosen their new seeds, and we are ready to start again. Are both players ready? All right, then we are ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, and we start again. It's always interesting for me when watching these same seed matches how the players respond when they get the same pieces right at the start. In Wappinger Falls, we noticed I personally noticed a lot of matches where the players would kind of start evenly and only diverge after maybe a dozen or so pieces, really. But right here, we see divergence straight from the start. Opox, again, having a nice left well. Infamous playing a bit high, a bit dangerously, especially not having the power of rolling. And unfortunately, it is unfortunately all over. And that'll do it. That will unfortunately do it for Infamous. As Opox gets the second point here. All right. Yeah, let's see. I'm just going to update this. Oh, the ASCII brackets. All right. Whoops. All right, now I'm going to be playing, so I believe Hydrant Dude is going to be taking over comms.
Audio is really low. Oh shoot. Okay. That's audio properties. Volume. Is that better? Let's do a little more. All right. Let's see. That should be better audio. Sorry about that. Apparently the audio is bad. Okay. Great. So, why'd you restart the game? Okay. So you guys want to put in the seeds real quick? Looks like, yeah. Press right if you want to edit it. Yeah. We can set it to your seed, I guess. So C7, 7887. C7, 7887. All right. Score is 0-0. You guys ready? All right. 3, 2. There you go. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, here we go. So we have Mingo versus Sebastian. Two players with pretty similar call scores. I believe Mingo had 288 and Sebastian had, what was it, 420? Something like that. So should be a bit more of an even match than Opox versus Infamous there. So let's see what happens. Seems that they've both started off cleanly. Sebastian with a 7-point lead just from pushing down. So it's not really likely that it's going to come in much handy, but sometimes it happens. It looks like Mingo had a bit of a miss drop there. Things getting hung on the left side, but it's going to be low enough that it should be manageable. Ooh, but that L piece doesn't get over, and that might be the end of it. That's going to be a top out for Mingo, and Sebastian's good for round one, making it 1-0 in favor of Sebastian.
I know you're not supposed to set it out instinct.
Yeah, it's alright. It was early enough that we knew the score. Okay. Change. Yeah, that's good. Okay. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And starting with the ZT start, both doing the exact same placements up until the Z and the T coming together. And again, Sebastian pushing down a bit. Looks like Mingo again with the misdrops. Unfortunately, gonna have to do some early burning here. Ooh, another one, and that's just gonna top out, calling it quits. And that is gonna be a quick 2-0 sweep for Sebastian. All right, so Sebastian will be moving on to face me. And in the meantime, we have. Actually, I can play you right now. That's kind of sucks because we're both the commentators. Oh, Fox, want to commentate?
Wait, do I have to play or what? You have to commentate. Okay.
Yeah, it's me versus Sebastian.
Okay,
so.
I'll commentate.
Okay.
Hold on, let me put my earbud on. My controller around. Turn upside down. Turn to the set. Now I get a leader. What? You're gonna get a beat? Oh. Oh, I see how this works. Oh, this is the semifinals. Wait, so this is the mic we're using?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Should be able to see it on the audio display.
Hey, this is Opox on the comms now. Kind of waiting my game against Blank. So, gonna commentate these two players that are playing next, Hydrant and Sebastian. I gotta change. Both of these players coming from New York to play in this qualifier, but Sebastian had to come from a much farther part of New York, all the way from Buffalo to play in this thing. So he's looking to play big today. Hopefully take it home. Alright, your seed's good? Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yes, this venue is in Edison, New Jersey, at a place called Tap Esports. It's a very nice venue if you want to just chill and play some computer games. But today we're playing NES Tetris. We got our CRTs on the desks, and yeah, we got the modern players over there too, going on at the same time. So anyways, we got Hydrant and Sebastian, both with clean stacks to start out with. One Tetris for both. Hydrant being the roller here, so definitely has more capabilities on post and level 29. Hydrant with a Tetris goes to 91,000, and Sebastian setting up, still stacking clean. Gets Tetris. It's pretty neck and neck to start out with. Sebastian 4K lead. It's the trading of Tetrises between the two players. Hydrant having to cover up the well for a second here. It's going to be no problem for him though. He gets a triple with the J. A nice single to open it up again. And Tetris for Hydrant. Still maintaining a very good Tetris rate. Sebastian now behind by 2,000 on the same line count though. Both players 130, both on 32 lines. Yes, this was originally a modern event organized by Team TSD, but we have organized our own NES tournament here. And yeah, it's going pretty well so far. So we got Sebastian with a Tetris, Hydrant with a Tetris. This game still close, only separated around the Tetris. No, it's not a southeast qual. It is a northeast qual. It's like 10 minutes up from them. Yeah, 10 minutes? 10 minutes up? Yo, you should come on down, Bully Mania. It's pretty fun. How do you... Just change the title. What? Why is the keyboard different?
You're on the wrong computer. The computer that's streaming is the big one back there.
I want to change the title of the stream. Okay, anyways, Sebastian now in a dig. So he's gonna have to get that fixed up. He's putting more weight on the well by putting the long bar right, so gonna have to burn some more lines.
The problem was I pressed Control Shift.
What's that do? Oh! Wait, what did you do?
It was on the Dvorak keyboard.
Yeah, because it was like Y when I was pressing T. Okay. Now Sebastian falling behind Hydrant. Over 100,000 point lead. Hydrant with a very good pace so far.
Potential for a 600k transition. Sebastian still can get 500. He's going to have to make it up on 19. Another Tetris for Sebastian. Goes to 328. It's the well up it again. Hydrant with not the most ideal stack here. Getting S spammed at not the greatest time. He does get an L for the left though. And gets the Tetris to lower the board. It's a very jagged stack. But a couple T's will help solve it a little bit. He's still going to have to cover up the well with the Z. Oh, and now he's in a dig. So this is time for Sebastian to maybe get a Tetris or two to help dampen the lead. Sebastian with a Tetris goes to 386, but Hydrant gets it open very quickly. Goes to 503 with that Tetris. Players about 20 lines away from transition, so gonna have to worry about their boards a little bit. Sebastian does end up opening up as well, and he gets Tetris. Goes to 411. Hydra on 530 here with 121 lines to go. Very high transition. Another Tetris for Hydrant. 554. Another one. 577. He has one more until the transition. Sebastian gets another Tetris. 437. Now 439 for him. Gonna have to do some work on 19. Hydrant waiting for a J piece. He gets the J tuck. And he's waiting out for the long bar. He gets the long bar for the Tetris into transition at 602. And Sebastian transitions at 470. They're off. Tetris for Hydrant, 628. And Sebastian trying to fix his board. He's got a long bar and some garbage on the right side that he's trying to clear out to set up a right well. Like a long bar, he gets the long bar. Set up. Oh no, Hydrant with a misflip there of the S piece. He's gonna have to find a way out of it. He's doing his... Oh no, hangs the L piece. This is gonna be questionable if he gets out. And he's not gonna be able to do it. And he tops out at 657. So Sebastian has a chance here to take the first game. He needs to get to 658 in order to win. Needs over 100,000, but it can be done. He has many levels to do this. Needs a piece to the left. Now he's holding out. Now he needs a quick tap. I don't know if he could do this, but we've seen great dash digs before. This is possible. Needs an L piece if... Oh no. He's not getting it. And it's not looking good for Sebastian here. Being a dash player, it's near impossible to get out of. And he's going to top out at 501. Yeah, it was a great game. GG. Yeah, Sebastian performing very well for his PV there. Alright, so I'm going to try and change the title. Oh, it's already changed. Never mind. Wait, Sebastian, what's your PV again? Yeah, he has a 700k. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so Hydrant up 1-0. Where? Well, that works.
When you're editing text, there's like a thing that pops up that deactivates sort of level.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, so both players are ready. Let's get started again. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, I know, Miles. Sebastian is crazy with it. Alright, Sebastian starting out in a little bit of a sticky situation, but it's nothing that he can't handle. Just gonna have to sacrifice some pace and burn a few lines. It's almost clean. Does get a Tetris, lowers the board. Minimum needs to burn one more line. Hydrant also kind of in a sticky situation, but not as bad. He has a long bar dependency forming though. He gets the long bar to fill it. And Sebastian not going to go for a Tetris there, just goes for a triple to clean it out. And Hydrant, oh, creating overhangs here with the S piece. Trying to wait for a piece to tuck. He gets the T piece, slides it in. And getting it sorted out, as well as covered still. But Sebastian um, may be trying to set up a center well. Not sure. Oh no, Hydrant. Making more Swiss cheese on his board. Z flat, not ideal. He's going to spend many more lines burning as a result. So both players right now are kind of in a burn situation. No players are able to score or capitalize on the other's misfortune. Sebastian wanting an L piece there. Oh no, he makes a one-more dependency, but does take a delayed double. Hydrant gets out of his situation though with the Tetris. 99,000. 47 lines. Not the greatest game, but Sebastian isn't having the greatest game either. Sebastian behind by 40k. Yeah. So about Tetris and a half. Sebastian looking for a piece to open up the long bar dependency. Gets it. Could turn it into a dirty Tetris, but he's not going to do it. May set up a right well Tetris above that, but yeah, he's just still continuing to burn here. Unfortunate situation for Sebastian, as Hydrant is now clean and is building a massive lead. 100,000 points now for Hydrant. Ooh, and Sebastian, what is he thinking there? Let's see what he does. Oh, what a genius dirty Tetris from Sebastian. The series of tucks, he sets it up at the last second, and now he's clean. Beautiful execution. But Hydrant, regardless, ahead by around 113,000 points. So Sebastian gonna need to step up here. Tetris for Sebastian goes to 130. Sebastian might be setting up a center well here. And he gets it set up. If he gets the Tetris here, it will be a perfect transfer to the right well. He does. And he's clean again. 156 for Sebastian. 332 for Hydrant, though. Oh, Hydrant having to make a long bar dependency here. His board not in the greatest shape. His left is sunken in. Needs some pieces to fill it. Gets a square piece. Yeah, ideally, he'd want another two bottomed piece. Yes, he gets two L's perfectly there. He gets a Tetris. Sebastian still clean. Oh no, Hydrant here. Hydrant 401. He has a messy board now. He's gonna need to fix this up, but he covers up the long bar dependency with an L piece as soon as the long bar comes. He's gonna need to take some strategic burns here. Oh wow, nice! Nice execution from Hydrant there. And he gets it burned out very cleanly. Just needs an L piece or long bar. Gets a Tetris. He gets it. Sebastian has not done too much to lessen the lead though, unfortunately. He's 244 and Hydrant is on 430, so nearly a 200k lead for Hydrant. But Hydrant here, a little bit of a situation. Again, misdrops the square. Does a few tucks with some S's and Z's. He does get a long bar to fill in the dependency though, so he's safe again. Gets a Tetris, he goes to 458. It's about the transition. He gets a Tetris 42 transition for Hydrant. And Sebastian, not in a good place right before transitioning. He's on 255. He's going to need some pieces here. He needs a lot of J pieces. He transitions with 257 with a really bad board. I don't know if he can get out of this. Sebastian gonna need to pull a miracle here. He's not gonna do it. And he tops out at 258, and Hydrant will move on. Hydrant, the #1 seed, moves on to the finals. GG. It's a very good game for both players. Alright, I have to play now. 21-0 now. Okay, I'm gonna play now. Goodbye.
What? You're gonna rest your controller on your bicep? No, my T bracelet broke because I put it on my bicep. Your arms are too massive, bro. Did you accidentally flex? You want to? I know that. Because if you flex too much, you should
Sorry, I just saw the OBS bar go completely red, so I think that might have been a bad noise you may have just heard. Yeah. Well, that was fun to play. I am Skylord. Sebastian just played. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing, and now I'm back talking. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of viewers.
133 viewers. All right, thank you, Lori. All right, so I think we're just getting situated here. I will update the bracket to reflect that Hydrant won his match against me. We have two computers here, so we're kind of two keyboards. Don't know what to do. All right, Hydrants. And now, once they're done spinning around down there, we're going to have our final semifinal game between Blank and Opox, the second and third seed. So I think they're just getting in some pre-game calisthenics over there, and once they're ready, we'll be ready to go. Dizzy Tetris. Yeah. Perhaps they're trying to give Opox a handicap, considering his rolling skill. Oh dear. I'm having a good time in New Jersey. Yeah. All right. Let me update the things. So we're gonna have Blank and Opox. B14NK. Capital N? Lowercase n? Capital N, sure.
He's probably on the webcam. Yeah, he is. Look, see the great one. Get out of the way.
Whoops. Ouch.
There he is.
There's a fellow back there. Good for him. Oh, do I know how to use OBS? Probably not. Let's see if I can figure out how. There we go. See, I used it like 5 years ago. I started playing CTM. My first CTM, I think, was in February of 2018. And I don't know. Possibly. They sell water. Anyway. Players trying to hydrate before the round. As I try to figure out OBS. Opox. OBS. Oh, you know. Are we on the Jersey Shore? I really don't know if we're on the Jersey Shore technically, but it's a catchy name, so why not keep it, huh? How's everybody in chat's day going? I hope their day is going well. My day is going all right. I think I'm doing surprisingly well considering the lack of sleep that I got last night. It's more of less central Jersey. Okay. Thank you. Jersey Shore sounds fun, though. Once again, would like to. You're hungry. I was hungry too yesterday. I stopped at a Wegmans to get food to bring my bus before, and I just kind of was snacking on that for a while. And working. Yeah, that's what I was doing yesterday. So yeah, players are. When the players are ready, we can get this match going. But we do have enough time to get stuff going. I believe 3 is when we're trying to get things done by 3 Eastern time. The players will hydrate and then they can assume their positions. Yeah. Prediction is out. Semifinal 2. Who wins? Whose account is this computer? Oh, this is Hydrant Dudes. Oh, I won't gamble with Hydrant Dudes points. Yeah. All right. Blank is ready to play the video game. Your Blank is playing Das, they say. Oh, you're actually in. Oh, is that where you're? Okay, I'll switch the names then. No tappers.
You should tap so that it tapper.
I'm on the right side.
Oh, you're on both. Oh, okay, I see. Well, we got some good video quality. Maybe we need to.
It's the perfect opportunity. Usually it's fine. Like, I'm good.
All right. Then once Opox isn't leaning forward.
I'll probably fall asleep if I listen to music.
All right. So Opox, if you could get ready, and if you could be a sweetheart and hand me a water bottle over there, that'd be great. It's in that backpack. It's the metal water bottle. Yeah, that's the one right there. If you can handle it to me, oh, that's the stuff. Thank you, thank you. Hydration is important.
Let's let you get drowsy than not.
Okay. No, I'm a DAS player. I need RNG here, okay?
All right, so I may be having some funky Swiss mozzarella, whatever you want it, plays over here in this semi-final match between Blank and Opox.
Why is it in pound mode? Yeah, it's level 18.
Where does it say pound? What do I do?
Wait, B? Quick B. Wait, go down.
Players are getting their modes.
Yeah, it's in pound.
I think I fast figured pound.
All right. So if the players, they can warm up for maybe a few seconds, but we got to get a seed going. So yeah, if you want to set the seed, well, that's what we've been doing. So if you want to set the seed, I think that was the seed from the last round. If you want to reset it, well, don't we like get in front? I guess it doesn't matter. Sure. All right, Opox, if you could set your seed to the one on Blank's computer. All right, 5A.
No, I incremented it. It was 4A1.
Let's go. All right. All right. We're at 5A14B1. So the players are ready. Ready? Opox, are you ready? No, doesn't look like it. Opox, are you ready? All right. And you're gonna play. Yeah, start on 18, not 29. All right. Good. Good. All right. Then the players are going to be ready. Playing in 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Woo! It's just me, which makes it kind of sad, but giving back to our roots. No, we can't plug in another headset as much as Blank would like to. And the players are off, and once again we are seeing divergence in playstyle from the very beginning, with Blank instantly Tetrising Opox, getting a bit more set up. And Blank, true to their word, is in fact playing Das here. Blank, traditionally a tapping player. I know with my insider intel that they've been learning rolling over the last little while, but they've decided to play Das, and maybe they're not used to it because they are playing a bit higher than as a Das player I'd be I suppose comfortable with. Opox taking advantage of their increased speed with rolling to get a Tetris, but Blank is keeping up for their credit. Playing perhaps with that aggressive mindset from playing tapping, but their body not really catching up to their lack of ability perhaps is going to be to their advantage. But anyhow, the players are still playing. Opox with a Tetris lead, but nothing that can't be overcome, except, when you're playing Das, because, that's hard to do. If I recall, the one Das player we had playing the bracket in Wappinger Falls was the one and only Morlando. Lovely fellow, Morlando. Popular guy, good hair. Anyway, so the players are continuing to get going. Both now it's reversed. Opox is playing high, but in a style befitting of the speed of rolling. Meanwhile, Blank has a nasty spire in the middle. Ooh, has to accommodate with that hole in the stack. Wumbo. Yeah, yeah,
Wait, is Wumbo in the cam? Let's get Wumbo in the cam. He is in the cam.
Wumbo.
You can see him.
Oh, imagine playing modern Tetris. I do sometimes, but I don't. So the players are going to be going now, and Blank has managed to figure out their stack. But Opox has maintained their lead of about a Tetris and a half. Zone battle, I believe you. I believe it's fun. It's just See, I was what I learned to read when I was very young. So ever since then, I've had trouble with doing things that I find difficult. So modern Tetris is just not for me. Anyway, Blank is very low. Opox getting a little bit dicey in the center. Um, Gonna need some good pieces in order to figure it out. Meanwhile, Blank is just stacking, playing some good old-fashioned Tetris, and gets a Tetris. Meanwhile, Opox is well, they're well open, but they were playing high there for a second, and Blank has gotten the lead. Testament to perhaps Blank's more innate ability versus Opox's simple flashy style. But it really truly is a battle of mind and body over here in Edison, New Jersey, excuse me. Jersey. You know, sometimes I've wondered why New Jersey exists. I've kind of thought that they should just split it in half between New York and Pennsylvania. But anyway, Opox and Blank are almost exactly equivalent in score, and Opox has a cleaner stack. Opox is Tetris ready. Opox any minute now could get an increase in the lead, but Blank gets the Tetris first. Perhaps a proud New Jerseyan poo typo. Um, I well, I don't kid. But anyway, Blank has equalized with that Tetris there, and now Opox is giving that classic shake of the head, indicating that they are not entirely happy with what they've been doing, as they do get the lead back, but only just. Both players incredibly focused. Opox having a little bit of an interesting setup there. Chooses not to go for the Centerwell Tetris, perhaps because they're afraid of the power it can evoke. But meanwhile, Blank over there playing Das, playing high. That's not a good combination because they have some holes in their stack that they're going to need to get rid of. Meanwhile, they do get those line pieces over just when they need them. But now, are they going to get what they need? They need an L piece, or sorry, a J piece. Now we're line, that might work, but it may be over soon, and that's going to be it for Blank. And Opox takes round one with a commanding 660,000 score.
I missed drop because I was looking at you. Dude, if you got out of that, I would have been so mad. Because I would have been.
All right. So I believe this is also a best of three, so Opox could win this next round.
Okay, so 6-1. 6-1.
Yep, we're going to increment the seed.
You should put the Crocs in sport mode.
What is that? I'm just gonna take
Oh yeah, you put the Crocs in sport mode. You put the strap in the back.
You're holding back, Blank. Come on.
You gotta flip the strap. Yeah.
All right.
That's how you put them in sport.
Now perhaps regarding the predictions, a moderator can handle that. I'm not really. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never even played in a Twitch prediction myself. Some stuff's happening over there. Perhaps a change in play style as both players are ready. They've gotten their seed. You're ready, Opox? You ready, Blank? Then in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And we get into this potentially match point between Blank and Opox. Opox has a 1-point lead, and he can take it all here, or at least some of it, to get to the final against Hydrant Dude if he can win this final round between these two players. Or Blank can win it back. It's that simple. As both players going literally identically. Oh my god. There's no divergent playstyle. Then we got a simul Tetris between these two players. It's truly a sight to behold. And now after that, the players begin to diverge. Opox hangs that piece, perhaps because they were laughing at their funny haha moment over there, but does Tetris. Blank is in the lead. I will note that Blank is no longer playing Death. They have transitioned into a different type of play style over there, one which you could say that something is afoot here in Edison, New Jersey, as Blank is getting more creative with the way that they're playing. Meanwhile, Opox is getting very high on the wrong side of the board that they want to be, and they're going to need to use all the rolling power that they can get to get those lines cleared. Meanwhile, that holes in the stack is not going to help them in that. They're going to need to use a line that they'd rather use otherwise in order to get it all cleared up. Meanwhile, Blank as well is in trouble. So, similar to the game that myself and Hydrant Dude had earlier, neither player has got off to a great start, but Blank does have a 20,000 point lead. Yeah, it's getting to calm down for Blank, but not so for Opox. Opox still has a way to go, and Blank is commanding the board right now. I will note that I believe the microphone can only hear me and not the players, perhaps for good reason. Anyway, Opox still is getting on track to equalizing, just needs 2 Tetrises, something that's perfectly capable, but Opox instead decides to take a triple. Perhaps just, you have a board you got to do it the best you can with it. Blank, meanwhile, is also not Tetris ready. Opox now Tetris ready and gets the Tetris to begin equalizing the score, with Blank now only having a 30,000 point lead. And I use all the air in my diaphragm to speak quite quickly. And now Blank still has that 30,000 point lead, but perhaps not for long because they needed to clear out that board. Opox is Tetris ready and takes it. Now only a 15,000 point lead between the two players, between Blank and Opox. And Opox again with a Tetris back-to-back gets that lead of only 1,000 or so points here. Blank is almost not Tetris ready because of that hole in their stack, but now they're going to be able to get it ready. And Tetris just in time. Opox returns the favor, but Opox is not in the lead. They have a 5,000 point deficit here, which is good news for Blank because, as I said earlier, this is a must-win situation for Blank. Both players are playing aggressively, even though we're still relatively early. We're only on line 64, 65, where players are about even in both points and lines. Yes, you can see there's some modern Tetris happening in the background. Modern Tetris, everybody. But that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about what's happening in this 1989 classic between Blank and Opox, as the score situation has really not changed, except it does right now with Opox getting that Tetris, getting about a 20,000 point lead. And you can see that Blank is playing high. Blank is playing high. That's not very good, especially when they don't have the lead. They're going to need to get that line. Oh, without that line, it'd be a sticky situation, but they're not done. They're still playing extremely aggressively, and this might be the end of what they need to do if they cannot get the pieces over. I wonder if by speaking so, crazily that I'm scaring them. I hope I'm not, or because it'd be the last thing I wanted to do. But Blank is just fighting for their life here, and they need to use the pieces they get, and they're just about doing it, which is the crazy part. This is truly a marvel to their ability to improvise on the board, and they're using the pieces as they get them. The line in an awkward spot needs to get that. Well, that'll work, and now their Tetris ready. They can be in the clear, and they get it. What a dig from Blank, and it all goes well. Meanwhile, Opox took advantage of that situation to open up the lead by about 30,000. Great digging indeed, Laurie. I agree. Ooh. Yeah, commentating the few games I'm always afraid to say that the player can't get out of things. But I feel almost worse is when a commentator says, "Oh, this is nothing the player can't handle," because that just puts so much pressure on them. Because now, not only do they have to play the game, they can't disappoint the fans and the commentators who have already said what they're going to do. But right now, both players, Blank, playing very high, which could perhaps be to their detriment later on, but just needs to get points in order to win. Perhaps, needs to show up, is showing up and gets the 2 lines perfectly in order to get a Tetris. Squeezing water from stone there, truly. And Opox is high now. Opox is high. He needs to get the pieces where they need to go. Luckily, with rolling, that's not too much of an issue, and the players Tetris almost simultaneously. But Opox with the back-to-back gets another one. Opox has been able to maintain a slight lead because Blank has been using a few of those line pieces not for clearing, but for stacking. And I think that's part of the reason why Opox has been, and as I say again, now Blank transitions with a little over 500,000. High for transition. I don't know if they were preparing for it, probably. And they're able to get through it. Meanwhile, Opox is still getting into a position, perhaps to Tetris. And Blank Tetris again. Now in 19, we may see the score deficit begin to go the other way as Blank takes the lead into level 19. And Opox also transitions, playing high, but able to handle it due to rolling. Commentary playing down the skills like meanwhile, Blank is in a sticky situation. And Blank with the classic trademark exiting out of the game before you can see a score. But I believe Opox, if Opox just wants to, well, we've already said it. Opox has won. So that is the game between Blank and Opox. Opox takes the 2-0. And now, a most lovely handshake there. And I'm going to update our lovely ASCII graphics here to reflect that Opox. Is it? I feel like we should do best of 5 for the final. Yeah. Yeah. All right. The players for the best of 5 are going to be Hydrant Dude and Opox. Okay. All right. We got enough time. It is currently 2:23 p.m.
Oh wait, Blank, you lied. Blank, you're lying.
The players getting situated with the time they have left here.
No, they won 3:30. No, I don't know. I've been told multiple times.
All right. Well, we're gonna play a best of 5, and if it
That's better, but like they
We're-
don't actually start
right.
the tournament until 3:30, so we're not
roller about. Yes, I do believe both of these players are rolling. All right. So if both players want to get their seed, Opox, if you guys want to play, maybe 30 seconds of warm up, that's fine. If you guys are fine, then we get the seed situated. All right. Opox setting the seed, and your commentator is going to get some water. All right. While the players are just about getting ready, all right. This is going to be a match for the ages here. I'm going to clear the score just real quickly to reflect this is a clean match. All right, and I'd like to thank all of you in the chat for coming out here tonight to watch us, as well as everyone else in here with us at Edison, New Jersey. Getting myself messed up with last month. But if both players are ready, we can get going anytime. All right, we have a ready from both players, and this final round of the Jersey quote-unquote shore meetup will begin in 3, 2, 1. Tetris! It's kind of hard to tell how loud I'm being because I have headphones on. But anyway, early. Oh, excuse me. I need to clean up the name. That is Hydrant Dude playing, not Blank. Doo-doo-doo. Hydrant. All right. All right. Now this game is getting going. Opox with an early lead. Hydrant had a bit of a misfortunate misdrop right at the start. Perhaps still feeling the repercussions, but they get a Tetris. And Opox answers right back. So Opox is about a solid Tetris in the lead right now. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Tap Esports here in Edison for hosting this event. It's very nice, very clean, very good equipment here at this PC Bang. So if you're in the area, you want to play some video games or host an event, I can surely recommend them. And Hydrant, meanwhile, is in a bit of a rough spot. Needs to roll to get the pieces where they need to go, and Opox is just playing some Tetris over there. Perhaps setting up for a T-spin, but chooses not to do for it. Perhaps for the best, just because even then it wouldn't really solve the problem. Mr. Jawline covering the jawline. I don't know what that means, but anyway, Opox still has the lead of about 35,000 points. Needs an L or a J piece, and he gets the L, so that's going to be helpful. He's now Tetris ready. Oh, but The Z hang is perhaps gonna. Ooh, and the L hang is not gonna help things. He gets the line, but at what cost? Opox is still at around a 60,000, now 30,000 point lead, and Hydrant has some digging yet to do. Meanwhile, Opox has one of the most beautiful stacks that I've ever seen in the entire world, and he uses it to get a Tetris, and expanding to a 50,000 point lead. Hydrant continuing to dig, Opox continuing to Tetris. Hydrant, the most chiseled face in CTM. Well, anywho, Hydrant is digging, and Obox is also digging now. Not quite Tetris ready, but is now, so he's going to be able to continue his habit of clearing lines as he gets a more than 100,000 point lead. Hydrant definitely is going to need to either get that dirty Tetris there, that'd be a good start, and then after that begin to take more control of this match, because right now Opox is certainly in the driver's seat in terms of where this game is going. Perhaps the situation will change on 19, but meanwhile Opox continues to score, getting an almost 100,000 point lead now as Hydrant answers back with scoring of his own. Hydrant has an ugly little well there in the center that's not going to be of much use to him. He needs to clear line. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Opox, again, clean, ready to score. But does hang that square piece as there's nowhere to put the pieces all of a sudden. He needs to get them. But luckily, he's just smarter than I am and knew what to do. Hydrant is Tetris ready, and not anymore actually as I speak, and unfortunately that line comes right when it doesn't need to. He's going to need to clear that, and he does with that rotation. Good rotation there, smart rotation there from Hydrant Dude, even a forward-thinking rotation, as he is Tetris ready, waiting for the line, and he gets it, and he Tetrises. That's one Tetris on the way to redemption for Hydrant Dude, as we are still about 70 or so points away from transition. Opox getting the lines, but unfortunately not quite Tetris ready. Gonna need to use them in his stack. Hydrant Dude also not Tetris ready. Or, excuse me, Opox is now Tetris ready. And Hydrant Dude is also Tetris ready. Unfortunately, there just hasn't been much change of the state of play. I feel like Hydrant Dude has unfortunately been not able to get that lead back that he lost right at the start. He's going to need to get some impressive plays on 19, or Opox is going to have to make quite the blunder for Hydrant to catch up, I suspect. Meanwhile, Hydrant Dude and Opox both get a Tetris. That doesn't change things much at all. Both players that are on 98 lines. Opox scores. Hydrant, Tetris ready. Hydrant Dude setting up a tuck there, getting more adventurous. Getting perhaps very adventurous there with that piece there. Won't quite pay off, but Opox also has a bit of digging to do, and he is clear now. Opox scores, going to be on track for maybe a 600, 650,000 transition, depending on the pace that he keeps. Meanwhile, a Hydrant Dude probably looking at more of a 4,000 at the burns that he's going to need to do. It's not going to be looking too good for him. He's going to really need to get lower if he wants to be confident to continue after transition. Opox scores, got 547, now definitely on pace for more than a 600,000 transition. 4,000 transition. Hey, you try talking, huh? Oh, the English language. Hydrant Dude is about to reach a 400,000. He does get it. Look at that. He does manage to dig out of that problem he was in. Opox is now only a one line away. He might want a line, or he may try to Tetris, and he does choose to prepare for a Tetris. He's looking for it, and he gets it. He Tetrises into level 19 with just over 600,000. Meanwhile, Hydrant is also trying to Tetris into it because he wants to get that stack low, and he gets it. Hydrant Dude transition in at about 460. This is true. Opox, that hang is not going to be good. You can see he's disappointed at himself with it. And this may be an opportunity Hydrant Dude needs in order to get back to where he wants to be in this match. Opox clears and opens up that hole, and he fills it. He's Tetris ready, and he scores. Hydrant Dude not quite Tetris ready. He's looking for it. He's looking for it. He's looking for it. He needs it. He needs it. He gets it. And now he has about a 540 to Opox's 700. Opox at a 150,000 point lead. So again, we're going to need something to change here if Hydrant wants to be able to continue playing. Though, considering the caliber of these two players, both proficient rollers, both, I believe, I'm not quite sure what their PBs are, but they're, exponentially higher than the effort required to where I am. So this may even get into 29 level play here, folks. We're just gonna have to wait and see. As both players are Tetris ready, Hydrant Dude needing to take that triple there while Opak scores, and he does get that Tetris, and now Hydrant Dude needs to get Tetris ready, and he does very quickly. And we have a lovely chatter there looking at the PB of Hydrant Dude, which is 1 point. Oh, Christ almighty, a 1.6. That's quite a large number. I don't know how everyone does it, because Tetris, I don't know. People just play Tetris very well these days. What do you know, huh? I guess that's why we're here, to watch him do it. Opox has a bit of a center well there, going after my own heart, and decides to not take it, instead getting into the, more optimal, way of playing Tetris without a center well. Hydrant Dude is Tetris ready, but very high. He needs the line. He gets it. Ooh, almost frame. Only a few frames to spare there with that roll. Opox scores, but now Opox has a stack that he needs to clean up. Hydrant Dude also has a hole in his stack, but at least he can get a Tetris out of it there. He's going to need to clear that hole up if he wants to have, a chance to continue to decrease the score lead that Opox has, because now we're only about a 70,000 compared to a 150,000 point lead that we had only a few minutes ago. So Opox, fires right back, but Hydrant Dude is hot on his tail. This can be a close one, folks. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. Opox, perfect stacking, scores. Hydrant Dude, something to be desired, and soon we're going to be running out of, easy to get lines. I'm saying easy, of course, in the context of these players who can play very, very quickly, even on quote-unquote kill screen, but I'm sure all you folks at home know that that's a kill screen no more. Opox scores, and we get a max out, I believe the first competition max out of the bracket here, with A60040, 1,660,000? Yeah, 60,000 if I have my hexadecimal correct. I'm a CS major, I should know it. The screen kills me too. Tetris, don't worry. As Opox, still very clean stack. And now Hydrant Dude is only a Tetris away, and he also has gotten to the max. And now Hydrant Dude, first to hit the kill stream. He's just going to need to get line by line here. And Opox is also it. It's going so fast. Opox hangs a line. That's not very good. Hydrant continuing to clear lines. He needs to get his stack over to the right if he wants to be able to be better at it. Meanwhile, Opox is just trying to catch up. Or rather, Hydrant Dude is. It's perhaps... Geez, these players are going to need to play for a while. Hydrant Dude needs to continue to play for a while if he wants to have any hope of matching what Opox has done. He needs to get 120,000 points while Opox just keeps on going. This might be a... Jesus. I don't even know what to say because this is going so fast. It's like, how can I even say anything about it? Because you're just seeing the pieces rain down and down and down. While Opox just gets more and more points. He is at almost 1.12, I believe that is, 1.2, while Hydrant is at 1.0708. Hydrant needs to get, still 120 some odd points, and Opox just keeps going. He Tetrises on the kill screen. He's at 1.25. He just keeps on going. Oh, wow. Another Tetris for Opox on the kill screen. It's just incredible play. Hydrant Dude, to his credit, continuing to survive here, and he Tetrises too. Jeez. Both players playing perfectly. For those of you who aren't very familiar with this high level, you need to play perfectly in order to survive on this screen. And Opox had a bit of trouble there. And Opox not playing perfectly, but with rolling, I'm going to eat my words. You don't need to play perfectly. You just need to roll, because you can really just do anything you want when you roll. Hydrant Dude has a very low stack here. Opox building up, and he covers as well. He has to use a line. That might be the end of it for Opox, but even though he gets a 1.5, that's the end of the screen for Opox. Hydrant Dude continuing to play. He needs to get about 150,000 points in order to catch up.
Yes.
Opox should probably let Hydrant Dude continue to concentrate because he is still in the game here.
Yo.
Yeah, let Hydrant play. Hydrant Dude still in good form here. He just needs to continue to play. Might be easier for him now that he knows he has a target he has to reach for. He just needs to get, 150 more lines or something. But that might not do it. He has to do... Oh! Oh, gosh. Jesus.
That's my first one.
Well, Opox, in style.
I would have been so mad if I got grounded for the 1.4. Okay,
Oh, jeez. Wow. This match between these two players, good enough for any CTWC level competition.
Yes.
Oh, man. And Hydrant Dude gets a final score of 1.25. Opox with 1.4. And we'll give Opox the moment here because he is, I believe that is a PB for him. Live PB. 1.25. Yeah, I don't know how to... I'm a CS major. I really should know how to just look at hexadecimal and know what it is. All right.
Why were you getting Tetris's, man?
Opox. Yeah, Opox. Hydrant,
even kill screen with?
Hydrant Dude lamenting the Tetrises that Opox was able to do. I mean,
Dude, I covered the well for the long bar again.
it's just craziness.
I got drowning, so
For those of you that are just tuning in, Opox just got a live 1.4 PB as he gets the first point of this best of 5 matchup between the two players.
probably like an E40 or something.
And I'll give Opox the point here.
If that long bar came one piece of
All right. Gonna let the players hydrate, cool down, but we do have to get right into it now. If both players could, when they're ready, change the seed to the next level up. So,
surprised if I early top out.
yeah. That was incredible, folks. I've never seen, well, I guess I have seen something quite like it, but not with my own 2 eyes when I have to say what's going on right in front of me. Oh, man. And with any hope for, might be. I can let the lore masters, I can let the people that have, a spreadsheet of every Tetris game ever played in history, figure that one out. Meanwhile, I believe if Opox increments the seed, we'll be ready to get going. Opox continues to gloat and document his success, even though there is literally video proof of it. All right. And Opox gets the seed ready. Are you ready? Are you ready, Opox? Do the players want to take a deep breath just to recalibrate themselves?
What?
Do you want to take a deep breath just to recalibrate yourself? Players forgetting how to breathe, but that's okay here. I believe they are ready. And we'll be getting set on the second match of this final matchup. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Anyway, both players are playing not quite identically, but very close to it now. I agree. This CTWC is going to be crazy. CTWC, I believe, October 15th to 17th or 12th to 14th, one of those dates. I'm sure someone knows in the chat. Meanwhile, both players had identical scores, identical lines, almost identical stats here, and a simul Tetris will keep them tied at 45,600. I don't even know what to say going back to level 18 play here, as Hydrant gets the first move to get a lead here. October 14th to 16th, thank you, Tetris. In Portland, Oregon, as it is traditionally held when in person. If you're looking to go to that, I'd suggest you get your flights soon enough because they will get more expensive the sooner we get to that time. Both players need to get Tetris ready. Hydrant now is Tetris ready and he scores. He is in a slightly better position. Opox, I don't know if you could hear it on the mic, but had a premonition of an early top out. And, he's playing to fulfill that prophecy right now if he can't get his board under control. But he does get a Tetris now. So, right, and finally live in person after, 3 years of not doing so. It's going to be crazy, especially with, all the change in tech that's been discovered over the last several years. Opox clears the well just in time to get a final, or not a final, hopefully not his final Tetris, but a Tetris at least. Hydrant has about a 18,000 point lead, as both players are now Tetris ready. They're just waiting to get that line down. They're playing Tetris here. Opox has a slight imperfection in his stack, but he's going to be able to clean it up no problem, and just in time too, as he gets that lead grabbing Tetris. Players at about equivalent height. Opox with a slight lead in lines. Hydrant very high. That could be a problem for him, but of course it isn't because he's so good at the video game Tetris. Not as many people came out to this one for the classic Tetris section, but I can tell you we do have about, I'd say upwards of 20 players as well here for the modern Tetris festivities that are going on today. So be sure to hear from your modern Tetris friend whenever you can. for what's going on in that scene, because I guess I could just ask one of them, but I'm scared of people. So anyway, Hydrant is continuing to have his lead and play very high, very aggressively. He wants to win. He's going to get points for it. With 1 day notice, players is pretty solid, Tetris. I agree. Um, I've mentioned I don't really tend to, frequent https://discord.com/app when I don't need to. So I was just texted that this was happening, and I came. So now Hydrant has around a 30,000 point lead, or sorry, 30,000 point lead, give or take. Both players now Tetris ready. Sorry, Hydrant. Well, now they're Tetris ready, and Opox Tetris is inching ever so closer to a equality of score, almost an equality of line. Opox technically behind in score and ahead in lines, which isn't great. Both players Tetris maintaining just about the status quo as I'm going to take a sip of water because I'm thirsty. And we see there the Tetrises don't stop coming and they don't stop. You know that song. Hydrant Dude, gonna need to build a bit more on the left. He has a bit of a funky little stack there. As instead of building to the right, he's building to the left. I hope that wasn't hydration ASMR. I was just trying to hydrate. At least I didn't, gargle it in my mouth, and well, that'd be gross. So that's why I didn't do it. Anywho, moving on. Opox has just about, well, he hasn't really. He still has about a 40,000 point deficit here. Hydrant Dude has a much cleaner stack. So if Hydrant is looking to capitalize on an opponent's failure, this is probably going to be a moment that he can. Opox is line dependent, and unfortunately, well, he gets a line for a Tetris, but I guess I shouldn't have said dependent. I'm just kind of throwing vocab out there and seeing what sticks on the wall, if you know what I mean. Meanwhile, Hydrant Dune is going to become Tetris ready. Opox is technically Tetris ready, but not in the way that you and I would really prefer to be ourselves. He's 2 lines up above the bottom of the board, and he's keeping the well open to his credit. But a line can come at any time and dash his hopes, but he gets it just when he needs it, and he does get a Tetris. But Hydrant Dude, with his simply superior stacking methods, has maintained about a 60,000 point lead. Oh, thanks, Lori. Yeah. Hydrant Dude, as I said, maintaining the lead of about 60,000 points. Both players playing high. Opox even playing very aggressive. Hydrant Dude, of course, now transitioning, and Opox is also only a Tetris away from transitioning. Hydrant Dude, not the most optimal stack, but luckily able to burn it down. Those are going to be, and see, that's a precious line that he's going to need. He needs every line he can get, as we learned from that last round, in order to win out on top. Opox also transitioning. You'll recall, I don't know if you were able to see it, but Opox's real key to victory in that last round was his ability to Tetris on the kill screen. He probably got upwards of, 200,000 points from Tetrises on the kill screen. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but it's something in that ballpark at least. It was certainly game-winning. Hydrant Dude is going to need to maintain his lines in order to use them where they're most needed, which is clearing 4 lines at a time. And as Nightbot says, if you can like what you're seeing, you can subscribe to the Classic Tetris YouTube channel, as Hydrant just casually making almost frame-perfect moves here. Opox also gets that line over. Hydrant Dude has about a 100,000 point lead now, so that deficit has definitely been wiped clean off the face of the board, as Opox is now the one who he needs to play in order to win. Luckily, he has that 1 round cushion, and we might see a similar occurrence to what happened last round again here. Both players at around 160. Both players need the line. Both players maintaining Tetris readiness just in case, and Hydrant gets the line first. Perhaps Opox will be getting it soon after. The question is whether or not he can be open, and he is open, but at the detriment of his stack. Meanwhile, Hydrant still has a clean board here. He just needs more and more lines, and he gets it. He gets another one. He's on fire, folks. He has a 150,000 point lead here, 816 to 663. Yeah, that spin is Texas readiness. Yeah, Van Dweller is always Texas ready. Hydrant Dude is Tetris ready, and Opox has just Tetrised. We're going to need to see a similar play from Opox in the last round in order to really get ahead here, because that's where it looks like we're going. It looks like we're probably going to the kill screen again, unless there's some fatal mistake from a player here that I just can't foresee. Because both players are playing at their top level. Looks like Hydrant Dude is looking to probably get around upwards of a maxed out at the kill screen. Opox can also get there, and look, Hydrant gets it at an easy 207 lines. Opox now at about 150,000 point deficit. We don't talk about that British. Oh, that 6 spin? Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't see everything. But at least you saw it in your heart, and now you got to experience something that the public at large didn't, which is always special. Like, you just got to experience Opox almost misdropping there, and Hydrant also is misdropped here. It's misdrops all over as both players are about to get to the kill screen, and Hydrant Dude is gonna need to get the pieces where they're going. Unfortunately, not gonna get there. Oh, but Opox is not ready yet. Opox needs to make up about 200,000 points in order to win. Opox needs 1,075,000, 1,076,000 in order to be clear. And as he is only 2 lines away from the kill screen, he's going to need to play pretty darn well in order to get that. And he's on the kill screen now. It's anyone's game here, because Opox is certainly capable of greatness here, but he needs to get the pieces that he uses to get that, and he just doesn't get it. Man.
Dude, look at this. So this was a misdrop, that was a misdrop. There's like 5 different.
Yeah, Hydrant pointing out the misdrops on his screen there. And that just goes to show that this truly is a game of RNG and skill combined. All right, so I'm going to give Hydrant Dude the point there, as he did win that round 2. All right. More and more local players here for Tetris Modern Edition, and also perhaps some other games, as we are at a public venue. I believe Opox, if you could reset your seed, or change your seed. All right. Just waiting for Opox. Are you ready? 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 All right. Our 2 players are ready, as what was once a best of 5 has become a best of 3. We will get going with our 3rd round in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It may not be 100% RNG. Well, I guess the core functionality of the game is, of course, 100% RNG in terms of what pieces drop. But that's somewhat muted because we do, of course, have the same seed. So both players get the same situation and have to deal with it. It's always very interesting to see how players deal with the same situation, say, a few lines ahead or before the other. It's truly 0% RNG. Yeah, well, it's somewhere between 0 and 100% then, we'll have to agree on. Both players, again, tying at 45,600, playing perfectly so far, unless you count holding down. Hydrant getting the first single, and Opox Tetrising instead, getting, Hydrant Tetrising right back, so it doesn't even matter. He has about a 1-line lead, so a little less than 1,000. Opox, already very high, already closing up this could spell trouble very quickly if he isn't able to get the pieces he needs to open up his well, and he gets the line. That may have been a crucial opening for Hydrant Dude as he Tetrises. Opox is not Tetris ready. He needs to clean up that dirty little line there. He's now Tetris ready for a top stack Tetris. I don't know what the term is. I don't read books. Hydrant Dude needs to get Tetris ready though, I can tell you that much. But with a 40,000 point lead, he has a bit of, breathing room here. Both, as I said, what was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3, and both players can really show the other what they got, because it's anyone's game. Road to Tetris. Thank you, V Nero. I appreciate your glossary. Hydrant Dude Tetrising getting a 50,000 point. You can ask Opox himself, Kafka. I don't know. Kafka's cat. That's probably what it means. I don't know anymore, man. Opox is just about Tetris ready, but has a nasty little mountain there. Hydrant Dude getting Tetris ready himself is Opox. Oh my word, is not Tetris ready. He gets the line just when he doesn't need it. And now he'd really appreciate a line or something there to clean that up. Both players' stacks not looking good. Opox, of course, has a not looking good stack and quite a few lines up. So we're going to see how these players can handle it, honestly. Kafka's cat. Oh, it's hard because there's no spaces. And I just wasn't sure where to put the space, and there was one option I wasn't really happy with. Hydra Dude, meanwhile, has about a 70,000 point lead here, as he chooses not to go for the center well Tetris, unfortunately, as that would be, very, very fun of him. Um, Opox just about Tetris ready, and Hydrant Dude also Tetris ready. Oh, I love living life as Hydrant Dude gets Tetris ready just when he needs to. Opox over there, still not quite getting to where he needs to in terms of the lead. Has about a 40,000 point deficit, but that Tetris will be a good start. Now Hydrant Dude snaps right back, so we're still at a 40,000 point difference between the two. Um, oh, I love reading. Opox is continuing to try to get in back into the game. That Tetris will do it. Hydrant Dude has a lead and also 2 lines below Opox. So he's pretty much reading all the way around, or winning all the way around. God, reading, am I right? Hydrant Dude Tetris ready, but Opox gets the Tetris. The Hydrant Dude strikes right back. So it truly is anyone's game here. Hydrant Dude, I will say, does have the advantage of being in the lead and also being below on lines. Not anymore, though. Well, again, oh, I love when I say something and it becomes out of date almost immediately. It's like the print media in that case. Because these games are just going so fast, back and forth, like a snap of rubber band. One player gets the lead and then the other gets it right back. Opox fights. Hydrant Dude is not in prime scoring position, so that's going to be a bad thing for him. You can tell I'm really starting to get tired because I'm not even using good words. I'm just using things like bad thing and good thing to describe the state of the board. Opox needs to get that tuck. He gets that tuck. Opox actually has changed the lead. He has about a 10,000 point lead here. Hydra Dude is the one that, with that Tetris, will get back, but Opox fighting back with the Tetris of himself. Both players are now going to start needing to think about how their board's going to look for the transition, as the players are 23 and 14 lines away from it respectively. Opox, yeah, he's closer to it. He has the lead, but I suspect not for long with the way his stacking is going. Hydrant Dude is very clean. He's soon going to be Tetris ready, and whenever the line comes, it should be any minute now, he's going to be able to take the lead, or rather build up his lead, as he already has about 30,000 point lead here, as the players are 10 and 13 lines away from the transition respectively. Hydrant Dude smartly getting that delayed burn as he is Tetris ready. 8 lines away to 5 for Opox. Opox over there has a bit of a spire. Ooh, that hang is not going to be what he wants. He wanted to use that line for scoring, not for stacking. But the Tetris gods give you what you got, and he transitions with a very high board. Luckily, with rolling, he's going to be able to work it down, but it just isn't what he was going to look forward to doing, because Hydrant Dude is in the lead, and now Opox really needs to play quite well in order to stay in the game, or at least stay in contention for a lead spot here. It's all the mental game here, because whoever has the wins this game can go into the next game with a clear mind. They have a little bit of a buffer. They can say to themselves, okay, I don't need to win this one. I can take a bit more of a chance of what I want to do. Opox scoring, Hydrant Dude maintaining his lead, but now it is him that does not have to clean board. Him that needs to get into scoring position. So Opox takes the lead on level, the 150 one? Level 16 because it starts on 0? Yes, I think I know my numbers. Now level 17. Opox is behind in score, but ahead in lines, or something like that. So Hydrant Dude is, more in the lead than it already seems. 3 rows dirty on 19. I mean, yeah, crazy stuff happening right here. Hydrant Dude is Tetris ready. Opox is Tetris ready. They just need a line. Opox luckily getting his well right open when he needs to. He's looking for it. He's going to need to burn. He doubles. Hydrant Dude needs to open it. He doubles too. We get just doubles all around as the players are begging themselves to stay Tetris ready, and Opox is the first one to get it. Hydrant Dude is going to be getting that line any second now, I believe, and he's in a bit of a tricky situation. Oh, look at those moves. He misses that spin, though, and that's going to spell a bit of trouble for him as Opox now expands to a 30,000 point lead. Opox has also a 12 line lead. Hydrant Dude playing high. Opox, uses that line to stack instead of score, but it's what needed to be done there, and he scores right back with that line. Hydrant Dude is now at a 30,000 point deficit as we are now about 50 lines away from the kill screen, and then the fun really starts. Opox gets a nasty hang there. That's going to probably cause him to lose the lead right pretty soon, especially as Hydrant Dude is Tetrising. Opox is going to need to dig out of that as Hydrant Dude is in prime scoring position. I don't know. If only we had the special CTWC cartridges, we could know exactly how long that drought was. Pink level is 22. I don't know, man. Hydrant Dude scores again. Opox needs to clean up his stack if he wants to be able to score. If they're getting to that point, there's only so many Tetrises left to get. This is a lower scoring round compared to the previous ones, as neither player is at transition or is at max out yet. Hydratude is getting there, though. He may still well max out before getting to the kill screen. Well, now he may not. He's not quite in that position right now. Well, maybe. Anything's possible, I guess. Opox, however, is not, as he gets to the kill screen first, and he gets a triple. He gets a single. He's going to be probably lining it out, but he may also, if he can, just, if those lines find him, they find him. He's choosing to play still quite aggressively for level 19 play, as Hydrant is still 5 lines away from even getting there. Opox has a lead in points, and if he can eke out moves like that, he has a very good chance of keeping that lead. Opox is unbelievably trying to get Tetris ready here as Hydrant Dude also gets to the kill screen. His board is not in the good position though. He gets to he gets to max out, and both players max out. Hydrant Dude is about a 5,000 point lead, and Opox is almost there. He needs to get about 5,000 more points in order to clean it up, and he's the good. Opox is good with 1,023,000 points. Oh man, Christ on a bike! It is quite a. It is. Jesus. All right, and it is now match point between these two players here. Opox with 2, Hydrant at 1.
Whenever someone comes in over there, don't zip for it like
We're gonna update that score there.
7-5.
All right,
So it's a 2-1.
all right. I'm just gonna stretch real quick because yeah, 6-hour bus ride yesterday and a 13-hour bus ride tonight. So I think I can take what I want to in terms of my body. We're gonna take just a 30-second or so, get all the EBGBs out as we go to the potentially final round here. Hydrantune fighting for his tournament life. Opox looking to finish it up. Are both players ready? Opox, are you ready? If you're not, that's fine. You ready? Ready? All right, both players are ready. This potential match point in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I am on mic. What is happening? Whoa, what is happening? Hey, reading's crazy, huh? I blame the lack of spaces. My name is Sebastian. You may know me by my fake internet name of Skylord, S-K-A-I Lord. Opox gets first blood with a Tetris on the right side. Oh god, what is happening? I think you should pronounce it like that from now on. I think that's more fun. Meanwhile, both players have gotten a Tetris. Hydrant gets a second Tetris. Opox gets the second Tetris. We're seeing the ping pong that we normally see at the start of these rounds. Yeah, fake internet name. I don't know what to tell you. Hello. I don't know. Whenever I'm at an in-person event, sorry, I shouldn't really banter because Hydrant 2 is playing very high right now. I really don't want to miss out on that. Luckily, he does get a Tetris there, and he Tetris again. Playing aggressively, but perhaps what he needs to do in order to keep the edge here. As Opox Tetris is back, Hydrant Dude has an early 20,000 point lead as we're on equal lines. Yep, most players here using their, as I like to call them, fake internet names here. But I can understand, the reason for doing that, since this may be one of the few times you ever meet these people in the meet space. I don't know. I just like to be called Sebastian. Anyhow, Hydrant Dude has expanded to a 60,000 point lead here, as he also has a line lead. Opox Tetris is back though, so he's taking a chomp out of that lead. Hydrotude fights back, 200,000 to 140,000, and as Opak scores again. Hydrotude looking to get Tetris ready. He needs to get, well, he gets that J ready when he needs it. And he's Tetris ready, just waiting for the line. Gets some squares right where he needs it. Playing high, scoring low. Or, well, scoring high, gets a Tetris, that is. Opax fights right back. It still is anyone's game here. Both players, obviously, very capable of playing efficiently and playing risky on this very early stage of the match in order to capitalize on the lines that they get. Hi, what is happening? This is not Qual's Ellery Stacks. This is, in fact, the Grand Finals. Yeah. Not the Quals indeed. I guess I should update that, shouldn't I? Let's see here. There we go. That kind of it's off center, but you know, whatever. Whatever. I think the title of the stream was Southwest Meetup or something for a while. Meanwhile, on the board, Opox is having a bit of trouble there, but it's nothing that he can't handle. I'm using my hated line myself. I've become the very thing I sought to destroy. As Hydrant Dude preparing for a dirty level 2 Tetris, as I most recently learned that was called, to expand his lead to around 80,000 points. Now 70,000 points, now 40,000 points. As Opox just hitting to get more points on the board. Both players Tetris ready, but Opox has a slightly better stack. Now Hydrant Dude is not Tetris ready because he has Tetris. If he can get a, what would that be? Well, that'll work there. Getting the line burn though, unfortunately. 2 Tetris pays lead. Opox with a 2 Tetris deficit, you could even call it if you were so inclined. As both players, you see the strategy you can use here. You can play aggressively and hope that you don't make a mistake, or you can play a bit more safe and hope your opponent makes a mistake. I've noticed that both of these players seem to be going for the first route, playing aggressively and just doing what they can, and they've got the skill to back it up. Hydration station, what's your nation? That's not a real rhyme, I just made it up. But what I'm not making up is the fact that these are 2 very talented players who are almost neck and neck here. Hydrant Dude only a stone's throw away from Opox, or rather Opox the other way around. We're almost to the point where the players have to worry about their transitions. We're about 20 lines away, not 20,000. As Hydrant Dude has kept an 80,000 point lead, but as we've seen time and time again, anything can happen in level 19. I don't know what you're talking about, Kafka. I won't try it. Not even again. My tongue's gonna get tied. But anyway, Hydrant Dude still has an 80,000 point lead as he's looking to transition soon enough. I don't know what I'm doing here, man. I'm just trying to talk about Tetris. Hydrant Dude. Ooh, unfortunately, well, maybe actually, he's going to be able to Tetris into level 19 if he gets to the line that he needs. Kafka's cat. I will say your name as correctly as I can. Hydrant Dude went into level 19. Ooh, unfortunately, missed out there on the chance for a full clear. He misdropped that T-piece, leading to a bit of a splodge there on his board. Opox also transitioning. Opox now line dependent. He does get the line though. Unfortunately, not going to be able to use that towards scoring, which has been one of his key strengths, I think, so far this game. Hydrant has been having to use lines towards stacking, whereas Opox has been pretty good at using them for scoring whenever he can. But now it's Hydrant Dude with a 110,000 point lead. And Opox is playing very high. Hydrant Dude has a solid stack, and he's just scoring. He's playing some good old-fashioned Tetris here, ladies and gents. He's ready to score again. Yes, of course, top seed is usually on the left, and we definitely aren't just doing that through pure coincidence of the universe. I am honestly flattered that you think we're that organized. Meanwhile, Hydrant Dude continuing to maintain a 150,000 point lead. It's really incredible what they're able to do here at such. I mean, to you and I, having seen so many matches, this just looks like, oh, this is how fast it is. But, this is going, second, second for those pieces. I mean, hardly anyone would be able to keep up with this. These are truly athletes of the generation, I think I'd be able to say, in terms of furthering the human body and mind. Opox, though, not quite getting the scoring that he needs in order to. Yeah, 19 is so slow after playing 29, and 18 is so slow after playing 19. Such is the matter of perception. Hydrant Dune is at a remarkably good pace, and Opox is only a stone's throw behind. Both players, but as I say that, Hydrant Dude is in a bit of an awkward situation there in the middle. He's going to need a roll in order to get clear lines. That square not getting where he needs to. And Hydrant Dude is out. Opox needs 50,000 points more to win. Opox needs 907,000 in order to win. It's all on Opox now. Can he do it? Opox looking for a line bar. He doesn't get it. He still needs about 3,000 points. He can get it whenever he wants, but he's going for the Tetris. He's really getting the Ben Mullen in his blood here as he's waiting for the Tetris. He still needs about 1,000 points, and he gets it. And Opox wins the CTWC Jersey Shore meetup. It's just me clapping. I don't know. All right. Well, there's that, folks. I hope you enjoyed your Tetris here. Maybe we can get an interview with the players here if we can switch to the desktop microphone here. Do you know how to do that, Hydrant? How do we switch to the webcam mic so we can do an interview?
What?
Can we do an interview, like people do at sporting events? Or are we out of time? Oh, man, we're out of time. Oh, well. Well, I guess what Opox would probably say is that he's happy to win, and Hydrant Dude played very well. Both players playing very well. Yeah, we're out of time. We got a modern Tetris event happening very soon here. So, hi. I've been Sebastian, aka Skylord. I believe we're going to be ending the stream very soon here. I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in to twitch.tv/Classic Tetris. I'd like to thank Tap Esports here in Edison, New Jersey for hosting us. And I don't know. Have a good Sunday, huh? Peace.